date. The COVID-19 pandemic has dramatically changed the world, and the ramifications of this worldwide catastrophe will be felt for years to come. The pandemic's death toll and widespread anxiety disturbed governments all around the world at an unprecedented rate and magnitude. As a result of COVID-19, governments are now confronted with extremely significant, apparently intractable public management difficulties that cut to the heart of successful governance and leadership, putting to the test the very form, structure, and competence necessary to face these issues head-on. We are now connecting to the Minister of Industry and Trade, who will go into the pandemic's impact on the economy in further detail. Welcome, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thanh Trúc.
Good evening. Great to be here.
Great to see you too. So what do you think about how the economic industry responds to COVID-19? Does Vietnam's economic growth slow down by the impact of the pandemic?
The economy of Vietnam faced a devastating impact from the coronavirus outbreak because it was in recessionary conditions to the pandemic. Starting in April 2021, Vietnam has experienced its largest outbreak to date. It is a setback for the country's economy and the global supply chain. Factory, retailer, and restaurant chains closed. The prolonged COVID-19 pandemic and extended lockdown have weakened consumption and investment, hampering Vietnam's growth pace. Concern about the outbreak has caused tens of thousands of people to flee their workplace, worsening the situation. Tourism has been hit hard by travel restrictions and fear of contagion, including a ban on both domestic and international tours. The foul wave of COVID-19 epidemic caused the summer tourist season to freeze. In the first 9 months of 2021, the number of domestic tourists decreased by 16% compared to the same period in 2020.
Is there any pressure to Vietnam's economy in 2021 despite the catastrophic damage caused by the pandemic?
Although the pandemic has heavily disrupted the country's economy, Vietnam's GDP growth rate still remains one of the highest in Asia-Pacific region. The pandemic has changed working habits, promoting the application of online tools to adapt to new normal conditions. At least 78,000 workers say they have turned to technological solutions in order to keep their jobs.
What are the ramifications for the education profession, and what are your thoughts on online programs which are currently employed in practically all schools?
School closures impacted an estimated million children nationwide, animating the loss of access to care, health, and protective services. The provision of online and distance learning programs didn't achieve nationwide coverage, and many students and teachers weren't well equipped to facilitate online learning, while ethnic children with disabilities were unduly affected.
Thank you very much, and that is our minister. Vietnam was mentioned in the international press as having one of the best organized epidemic control systems in the world, with Taiwan and South Korea. A well-developed public health system, a resolute central government, and a proactive containment policy based on extensive detection, tracing, and quarantine have all been credited with this achievement. And doctors, nurses, and others in the healthcare field are, of course, particularly vulnerable to the extremely contagious illness. In response to the global pandemic, the under-resourced doctors are facing unprecedented challenges. Now let's connect to Minister of Health, Ms. Đinh Thị Tuyết Nhi, for a more detailed discussion.
Thank you for having me. Since the coronavirus outbreak, healthcare professionals have not only impacted the gratification of healing patients and saving them lives, but have also lost many battles along the way. On top of that, many closures have even sacrificed their own lives in the life of the team. Every day, the select virus and giving is there are in healthcare setting while cutting themselves off from their family and loved ones. They are making and research strategies for the safety and well-being of humanity, and without them a lifetime of 10 most significantly, we must reconsider the importance of healthcare workers in the our life and how we treat them.
That is the cornerstone for our successful path to defeating COVID-19. Another achievement I like to note is the vaccination system. Could you elaborate on this for the audience?
Vietnam has signed contracts and agreements for 191 million vaccine. The supply was more on the way, providing complete immunization for recent 8 to 17 as well as those on 18 and over. This is the very first offset in all vaccine strategies. The second offset in COVID vaccine or medication research and development. Vietnam has been actively working to an offset vaccine production technology from the US, Russia since the early 1990, while also promoting donated research vaccine in order to avoid the unlimited medicine and vaccine supply. The COVID-19 immunization program in university and in Afghan located in the path of vaccination. Emphasizing that vaccine coverage is critical to navigating and adjusting to manage safely and effectively.
Thank you, Ms. Đinh Thị Tuyết Nhi, for a fantastic conversation. Following the 2 ministerial sessions, I hope you will take a closer look at our road to overcoming the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's it for our BTV News. Thank you very much for watching. To rewatch our program, you can log on to our website or tune in our YouTube channel. Goodbye for now.